Bravo Kilowatt. You there, calling still? Yeah, so did you hear Marty at all? Anyway, did you hear anybody? Yeah, it sounds like it's really bad there today, Colin. Go ahead. Okay, well, we'll have to listen for Marty then and see if you can get in there. Anyway, thanks for doing your hour, even though I was your only contact, I guess. Anyway, we'll see what happens here on this hour there, Colin. And surprising as time goes on, the signals get better. So on 40 meters, it's better at night. And when I do the net on Monday night, I'm on 7150 now, and you can see the band conditions get better as the hour progresses. So there you go. You never know what's going to happen. Anyway, thanks for doing it there, Colin, and we'll see if anybody else is out there. So back to you, V3FJN, V3 Bravo, or VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, well, we'll carry on then, and let's see what happens here. We are getting noise, quite a bit of noise here on Shoeberry, and let's see what we get now all in here. Okay, we're getting quite a bit of noise here. Let's see if I can hear myself. Oh yeah, we're good into Shoeberry. I can hear myself on there, Colin. So anyway, this is a TP net for Thursday. Our hours from 3 till 4. Transprovincial net runs Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we try and have somebody on here every hour, but it all depends on band conditions and everything else. So let's see if we're being heard out there. Anybody, anywhere, if you want to check into the TP net, this is BA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, I am hearing some static in there and some noise. So anyway, let's hope that we're getting out anyway somewhere, and Colin could hear us pretty good. Thanks for the 5-9 report, Colin, if you're still there. And let's see if anybody else can hear us out there. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, the call sign of the Warplane Heritage Museum radio room. Anybody, anywhere, for the Transprovincial net. VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Well, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Of course I can hear you. Always. And, yeah, it looks like Colin didn't have a good hour. Well, that's one thing about streaming, Chuck. We're definitely going to be on the stream for sure. Doesn't matter about band conditions there, Roger.
Yeah, exactly. The stream is a great help. And you know what? I almost forgot about today's net. And thankfully, I have asked my Amazon assistant to remind me a half hour before it starts. So I was like, oh, geez, yeah, that's right. I better get ready. So I could not hear Colin at all. I could not find a web SDR that I could hear him on. And of course, I can't use a web SDR while I'm streaming the net because the sound from my laptop will come through in the stream. So it has to be quiet. And yeah, we have a couple of people. We have Mick from the UK that's checked in already. Rick, if you want to put down his call sign, that's Mexico 7, November Lima Victor. Uh, Mike 7, nice little van. I think that's how he puts it. Over. Oh, and Wayne. Wayne, too, is here. VA3 Fox Mike Bravo. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, good afternoon. Well, I don't know what time it is over there. It's probably evening over
It's
there,
probably evening.
Nick, in the UK. So Mike 7, November, Lima, Victor, welcome aboard. Also, William, Victor Alpha 3, Fox Mike Bravo.
That's
And
it.
good to hear you in there too, Wayne, on the YouTube stream. At least bank conditions seem to be not too good today on 40. Getting a lot of static off the one SDR. And the one I can hear myself, the static has calmed down quite a bit there on Shrewsbury, Vermont. So we're waiting to see if we hear Marty in there, and I'll have to probably hear him local. I don't know for sure. Anyway, hopefully the remote is working okay, and if the remote is not working, he's supposed to text Peter and let him know. Anyway, yeah, that's good that you're on there. Now, your assistant on Amazon, is that is that Alexis? Is that what you've got there, Chuck, over?
Yes, that's right. Her name starts with the letter A, and I can't say it because she'll ask me what I want. And I don't need her right now.
Okay, I hear somebody tuning up, and yeah, I understand that. It's like the dog. You got to watch what words you say with our dog.
That's right.
I mean, they especially shepherds, they know a lot of words, and it's not very often that he turns his head sideways like, "What are you saying?" or "What, huh?" Not too often he does that, and but he did that one day. My daughter had the blower. She started up the blower outside, and it made a noise he hadn't heard before. And anyway, he turned his head sideways. He astonished me. Anyway, he was like, what's that noise? Anyway, okay, and I heard somebody tuning up, so anyway, back to you, Chuck, and then we'll see who is tuning up there. Band conditions probably will get better as time goes on. VA3CJZ, VA3CWM.
Nothing else for now, Rick. If there is, I'll key up again, and you carry on. See who you can hear and who you can bring in. It's pretty rough, man. Back to you, VA3CJZ.
Okay, that could be just that noise that I hear on the Shrewsbury, Vermont. There's a noise on there, and it sounds almost like somebody tuning up. And it goes away occasionally, so who knows whether somebody's actually there or not. Anyway, this is a Transprovincial. Now we're on 7100 on the 40-meter band, and we may not be heard all over on the 40-meter band. The conditions are pretty bad today. I was Colin's only check-in. So anyway, he keeps saying no CW, and I'm not that great at CW. I'm not, I'm no expert at CW for sure, but I can do my call sign, and when he says no CW, I like doing my call sign, and right away he knows it's me. So then he talks to me, and I talk back to him, so that's the way it goes. Anyway, I had a solid 5.9 with Colin, and he was hearing me much better than I was hearing him. Static crashes were wiping him out at times, but it seems a little bit better right now. So, and I don't know if Marty's in there or not. Well, let's see if Marty's in there, if the remote's working. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for Marty. Is Marty there? Go ahead.
Rick, this is Chuck again, VA3CJZ, and Marty just popped into the YouTube chat. He's having difficulty getting a signal out to you, so he's just listening on the YouTube stream right now. Over.
Okay, and so Marty, if you're listening on the YouTube stream, try it once more, and we go local here. I should be able to hear you local, especially, Chuck is very, very strong here, and I think the remote is about the same distance away from me. So anyway, Chuck is 20 over here, and I usually can hear you on the remote. Pretty much the same. So I'll go to the local antenna and listen for you, Marty, if you can transmit in the next little few minutes here. Anyway, this VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anybody else can check in, please go.
Victor Echo 3, India Sierra X-ray.
Okay, I got a couple in here, and we got VA3CP on CW, standing by a minute. And was that you in there, Marty? Over. Okay, I heard somebody else. Okay, Dave, I heard your CW, VA3, Charlie Papa. This is VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Go ahead. Okay, thanks for the report, and of course I'm hearing you pretty good. But all I can give you, I guess, on phone is 5.9. You're coming right through with the CW. You might try phone and see if I hear you on phone there at 100 watts here. Go ahead. Oh, yeah,
that's
no
a low
problem.
copy.
Yeah, you're 5.9. No problem at all. It's just like Colin, he was booming in here, even over the noise, So, that's the way it goes. Anyway, thanks for being there, Dave. And, band conditions don't sound very good, but at least we get a few people in there. So, I got you down as CW and phone. Anyway, but I thought I heard somebody else in there at the same time as you, and I thought maybe it was Marty trying to come in there. Somebody else wants to check in. Please go now.
Victor Echo 3, India Sierra X-ray.
Oh, Barry, VE3, India Sierra X-ray. How you doing, Barry?
Well, Rick, it's a whole new story for me. I spent the week in the hospital after a minor little stroke. But anyway, I'm back on my feet again, and it's a whole different way. I can't drive for a month, but anyway, just nice to get back on the radio again.
Well, you've sound all right, and they must give you that miracle drug that you got to sign your life away for. One of the guys used to be in our contest group. He had a stroke, and he went to the hospital, and he told me he had to sign his life away to get that medication, and he said after he got out of the hospital, everything was pretty much normal. You know, like he didn't talk funny or nothing like that. Anyway, I'm sorry to hear about that. And, geez, I was just on the phone yesterday with Murray, wishing him a happy birthday a day late. And, man, oh man, he's in great shape for his age. I can't believe he's that much older than me. He's almost 10 years older than me there, Barry. So, over to you.
Yeah, we did the same thing. And we actually had his picture on the ONTARS website. That's one thing we're still able to do. We do the pictures, the birthdays, and everything on the ONTAR site. Anyway, no big deal, Rick. Good to be back on the air. I've got to take the car out now. Judy's doing all the driving. We got to go for an oil change shortly, but just thought I'd get in and say hi. Good to hear you, my friend. Stay well. Are you going to be doing anything on the weekend for the contest?
Yes, I will, and that's field day, and I plan on going up to the site for a few hours. Whether I'll make it or not, I don't know. I can always do stuff, and one thing about it, it's on for 24 hours. It starts on Saturday, ends on Sunday, so that's one of those things. It's not really a contest, just for fun. Anyway, will you take care of yourself, Barry, and boy, that's too bad, but they must have fixed you up pretty good there. You sound beautiful. No problem at all. Anyway, take care of yourself and let Judy do the driving. I was going to ask you, like Judy had her birthday there, what was it, last week? Or anyway, I was going to ask you if Judy felt any older. That's what I asked Murray. I asked Murray, and he said, well, you know, he didn't really, he didn't really say he didn't feel any older, but I never really said he did feel older. So anyway, I don't know about you, but Barry, I still got pictures of you and Dave Bruton when you went to college. And I got pictures somewhere. I don't know where they are. But anyway, yeah, you still think of yourself as a young guy. That's the way to do it.
Okay, Rick. Well, anyway, what's the matter?
Nothing. I just came to see you.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're just getting ready to get out the door. I'll say 7-3. Thanks, Rick, and enjoy the weekend with the ARRL field day. 7-3, good afternoon to all from VA3CJZ.
Well, there, Barry. Okay, let's turn it back to Dave there. Sorry about that, Dave. We sort of cut you off, and I wondered who was in there, and I knew I heard somebody come in at the same time as your CW, but of course the CW cut right through, and I heard it. Anyway, so how are you making out with that special event station there, Dave? VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Pretty good. Yeah, well, you'd think Toronto would have more, for sure. I know I've advertised it. Anyway, how many, you said there was something like 16 stations running on call sign, is that right? Hey, I didn't realize they were all different calls. although I should have known better. Yeah, the one call was an American call that I heard, and but I haven't worked anybody but you, and so there you go. I haven't worked Toronto yet either. I've had company all week, so I really haven't been on the radio much. And if today's any idea what the conditions are like we're kind of close to Toronto, so you know, if we go on the higher bands, usually the signal goes right over your head. So you know, 40 meters would probably be good for Toronto if we ever heard them in there. But anyway, okay. Well, thanks for that. And when does this end? Is it July something? When is the World Cup over there, Dave? Over. Okay, confirmation, is that electronic confirmation? Do they have online log somewhere? Okay, for anybody listening in and you wonder what we're talking about the World Cup and all the special event stations that you can work. And Dave has worked them all except for Mexico. And where was the other place? Very good. Okay. Well, thanks for that, Dave. Okay, and yeah, okay. Well, the band conditions aren't that good, but we're on the YouTube stream, courtesy of VA3CJZ. You can always go on there and hear yourself, Dave, and you'll see that CW came right through for sure, as it always does. And you can also hear the voice too. So you're coming through here to me, okay? And I'm sure Chuck is hearing you as well. So anyway, yeah, Marty is sort of missing in action, but he's on YouTube. He's already checked in with Chuck there, and I don't know whether they're having problems with the remote or not, but I haven't heard him yet. So anyway, I guess they're on the YouTube stream. Anyway, last hour, Colin, he had no check-ins at all, so I think band conditions are probably getting a little better, and I'm using the Shrewsbury, Vermont receiver at the moment, and it has got quieter. It was really bad, and we had static. I could not hear Colin even on there before. So anyway, that's the situation here. Okay, David, anything else that you can think of before you go? VA3 CP from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, Dave, and Monday night, you went to CW, and I had a few check-ins from the U.S., and they said they were going to go down on the CW portion and look for you. So there you go. Okay, great. Thanks for that, Dave. And thanks for the check-in. Okay, this is the Transprovincial Net. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for anybody who wants to check in. Please go now. Okay, we haven't heard Marty yet. So, Marty, I don't know whether you couldn't get it transmitting or what. Anyway, if you're not having any luck there, text Peter. That's what he said in that last email, and I'm pretty sure he sent it to you as well. Anyway, so text him and tell him you're having trouble or whatever. I should be able to hear you direct for sure. And usually I can hear that station also on Shrewsbury. So give it a try. Anyway, we'll be listening for anybody wants to check in for the Transprovincial Net. This is the call sign of the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Yeah, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. First of all, I was shocked when I heard about Barry. I'm glad he's back from the hospital and recuperating from that stroke. And also, um, let's see now. I've got a message on YouTube from Doug at the Warplane Museum. That's Victor Echo 3, Golf Hotel, Quebec. VA3GHQ, saying hi on the stream. And Marty is saying the radio that he's using transmits, but we can't hear him, and he says he can't hear himself on any of the SDRs. So I went to the SDRs earlier, and I couldn't hear anyone. So I don't know. Anyways, Rick, back to you, sir.
Okay, VA3CJZ, VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, well, I've been on 2 STRs today, and, static galore, but it's changed. Right now I'm listening on Shrewsbury, and the other one is actually quieter, but it is prone to turn down. It's just like my radio. My radio does the same thing. If somebody hits me with a static crash or whatever, my radio it protects itself, I guess, and it shuts down and comes back again. Well, the one in Pennsylvania is doing the same thing, and there was a lot of static crashes there. I was trying to listen to Colin on that one because it's quieter, but I couldn't hear him. Oh, wait a minute, turn that background noise off. Okay, I couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear him for static crashes too well, and but he was hearing me at 5 and 9, no problem at all. And since then, conditions have got better, I think, and I'm hearing myself in Shrewsbury. So if maybe it's all to do with propagation and whatever. And of course, the remote station has a vertical antenna that's 60 feet in the air. So there's it's definitely going to be different propagation than what I have. And the one end of my antenna is maybe 15 feet in the air. It's it's at a 45-degree angle, and the other end is up about 50 feet or 45, somewhere in there. My slope or something like 45-degree angle. And the other side of the antenna, of course, is a grounding system on the vertical on the tower itself. So different propagation for sure, and I think I get a a little bit of both vertical and horizontal, and I think maybe that's why my signals are not as strong sometimes as they could be. But when you go bounce off the ionosphere, it does not matter whether you're vertical or horizontal. It doesn't matter one bit. It just depends if you're in the zone of where your signal comes down. So anyway, enough theory. Okay, let's see if anybody else is out there. And Doug, hello, Doug, to you on the YouTube stream, and whoever else is actually in the radio room. Hello. And the YouTube stream is a very useful tool that is provided to us by Chuck. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Anyway, that's enough transmission here. Let's see if there's anybody else out there we can hear. This is a Transprovincial Net, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. If the propagation was there, we would be able to hear that remote for sure, and especially on my local antenna. So if you guys have got that up, let me go and monitor the local antenna, and no matter what power you're putting on, I should be able to hear that. So if you guys want to transmit on there, if you're not ready to transmit, let Chuck know. And we'll listen for you. VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Yeah, go ahead there, Chuck.
Yeah, Rick, when Marty is using the remote station, I hear him at least S9, and my noise floor right now is a S8, and Marty, I should be able to hear him, so I'm wondering if there's a setting he might have to get into, because anything over S8 I can hear, and Marty is transmitting from that antenna down by the waterfront, so I should be able to hear him. So I don't know if you can think of something that he can do, but he says it transmits, but we can't hear him, and he can't even hear himself on any of the SDRs that he's tried. Back to you, Rick.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, he should be able to hear himself. I'm hearing myself anyway on Trueberry, and the other one, the latency is not as much, and so I usually hear just the tail end of my transmission, so that way I know it's working. Anyway, right now I've been listening on the remote, and if definitely, even if he's really low power, I should be able to hear him. Then you should check to see if the power's up. It's on the left side, and the last time I looked at it, was down a little bit. We don't want to overdrive that thing too much. But anyway, I should be able to hear him locally. So anyway, if you guys are listening on the YouTube stream, I think you are, try that and try make sure the power is up, and we'll listen on the main antenna here for a minute there, and check if they tell you something on the chat box there. Let me know. Okay, the Transprovincial Net runs Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, and that's Eastern Standard Time. Right now our hours between 1900 and 20 UTC, and we're looking for any check-ins with or without traffic. So far we've had local people only. Bank conditions have not been that bad. That good, I mean. Yeah, anyway, so try me if you can hear me. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. my noise floor is a little higher than yours, but I've been listening on the SDR, and the SDR has a funny noise on it. But I'm hearing myself there with the latency quite well. So anyway, that Shrewsbury, Vermont, that's one that a lot of guys use. A lot of people use that one. It's located on the top of a mountain in Vermont, and that's good and bad. It's good in the fact that it hears very well when band conditions are great. And when we got stormy conditions, we get a little bit static in the air, and with static crashes, which makes it not as good or not as usable. But right now, I'm hearing myself there, and also I have the advantage of flicking over to that or to my local antenna. And of course, Chuck comes in fantastic. I'm 20 over on my local antenna that wipes out any kind of noise that I could possibly get here. And so most of the guys do come in over top of my noise. So most of the guys are making it on my local antenna here in Hamilton, Ontario. Okay, this is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for any check-ins with or without traffic. And if you can hear me, please give me a call. VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Chuck, I guess this is one of those days that you go for quality, not for quantity there, over.
Yes, absolutely. And I think this is also one of those days where you can actually say, well, it looks like the band is broken for the time being. It's not your antennas, it's not your radio. The band is simply not good enough to get much out or in. So, anyways, yeah, I'm here until the end of the hour. We don't have too many people watching, but that doesn't matter. I'm not looking for the amount of people. I just want to help people listen if they don't have a radio or they can't hear you. And so that was my goal. But anyways, Rick, yeah, who else is one of the closer stations that you might be able to hear?
Well, I should be able to hear Marty if he comes on. And of course, I heard Barry. I hear Barry either way, it doesn't matter. And, with the local antenna, of course, he blows me away. And, so that's it. And locally, it depends on who it is. Like now, Renzo's in Westdale, and I have a heck of a time hearing him on 40 meters, direct. And I think his antennas are very low, so I don't know, and we're too close to for me to get a bounce. So anyway, I think that's it. And he could never get over how well we could actually hear him on 40 meters out of the contest site. Now, out of the contest site, that was the other side of Pembroke, out in Cayuga District, Cayuga farmland, and it was quiet, and we got him something like 5 and 3, 5 and 3, 5 and 4, depends on the time of day and all that good stuff. But we could actually hear him out there. Now, if this signal here is 5 and 5 or 5 and 6, I can hear him direct, but I get so much noise, it's hard to hear. So there you go, like propagation and your noise floor and all that stuff. Everything comes into figure there on what kind of antenna you got and all that kind of stuff. And the ground-mounted loop. Now, there's a ground-mounted loop that people talk about, and apparently, because it's sitting on the ground, it's a loop, and it's very good for listening. So, that might be something else. I have one that runs around my fence, is a quarter wave, but most of the time I can hear people on it okay, but the signal is way down, and if I transmit on it, they don't hear me too good. So it makes for a listening antenna at least. And I know the contest site, we actually did have a beverage antenna that was terminated at the end, but snowmobiles and four-wheelers, they demoed that antenna pretty quick. They were going across the property because there was no fence lines. Anyway, that's enough chatter for me. Okay, let's see if there's anybody else out there. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for check-ins, and anybody on YouTube there, you're more than welcome to go in the chat box and tell us you're there. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now. That noise coming from Shrewsbury. Okay, VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike is the call sign from the radio room of the Warplane Heritage Museum. Right at the moment, they had a roof repair and took all the antenna tower and all that down. It was just outside the window and up on the observation deck. Well, they had a roof leak there, and the observation deck is actually the roof of the Gordon Thompson room, and that's where they had the leak, and so they took everything out. And anyway, they're talking about moving us maybe, and everything's up in the air at the moment, so we have no real antennas, and we operate remote. So that's the story at the Warplane Heritage Museum. It's unfortunate, and but anyway, we'll see what happens. We have to wait and see what progresses in the future. So that's the story there, and let's see if anybody else is out there wants to check in. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Well, this gives me a chance to chatter. Nobody's there, Chuck. What do you think? I definitely appreciate the YouTube stream. So anyway, over to you. VA3CJZ from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. How are you doing there, Chuck?
All right, very good, Rick. Yeah, we might as well just chit chat if no one else is going to come in. And yeah, I guess I haven't told you yet, but I had someone donate me a walker, and I was going to take it out for a spin after this net for the first time. I just got it a couple of days ago. It was a little bit dirty, so I gave it a good clean. And yeah, I have trouble walking so much now, Rick, that I think the walker is going to be very helpful when I have to stop and sit down and rest during my walks.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you told me about the walker before, I think, and probably on Monday night, and I don't remember. Maybe it was last week. Anyway, yeah, well that'll be a great thing for you, and hey, you're talking to somebody that's there. So, the same thing. One thing about the walker, it's like a chair. And so if you walk for a while and you're having a little bit of trouble or you're getting unsteady on your feet like I do, then you sit down and relax for a little while and sit back and enjoy the scenery. And one thing about Hamilton, there's always something to look at, Chuck. You can go sit on my porch and watch the neighbors go by, and the cats and the dogs, and people out walking their dogs, and people going up and down the street, and big trucks that aren't supposed to be on my street going down the street. All kinds of neat stuff like that. So, hey, and the odd time you might see a beauty go by too. So there you go, Chuck, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. You know, Rick, I find myself doing that a lot, you know, just watching life go by. You can sit on the front porch, or if I want a little bit of privacy, sit in the backyard and watch the birds, the butterflies, the squirrels, and you know, I have much respect for all life at this point in my life, and I don't want to kill anything unnecessary, unless you know you have mice in your house or something like that, or mosquitoes. But you know what I mean. I get to enjoy butterflies, checking out our flower garden. The squirrels come by. Of course, I feed them some peanuts once in a while, but not to every squirrel. Just the feeding mamas, the mamas that have babies. I feed the mothers. But anyways, Rick, yeah. So hopefully the rain will hold off after the net, and I can go for my walk. I'm really looking forward to it. Back to you.
Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, in Hamilton, you got to look back in history, way back, and you know, Hamilton before it was developed at all, and there was the steel companies and all that. I mean, we had a lot of wildlife here, and when I was actually working in Stelco, of course, I didn't work for Stelco. I was just in there doing some work for them. And, oh man, you wouldn't believe the animals you would see in there. And, you know, there's still animals. I've had raccoons in my backyard, skunks in my backyard. I even saw a possum one time. And unbelievable, the wildlife that still exists, you know, and somehow they are able to survive. So, you know, it's most people, I think, don't realize that. I mean, when I lived on a mountain, I never saw any animals like that, like I have down here in the city. So, you know, it's unbelievable. But anyway, okay, anything else here, Chuck? And yeah, well, hopefully you'll get your walk in and see. And how far can you actually go before you have to take a break there, Chuck? Go ahead.
Rick, that's a good question. It depends on the day, uh, but most of the time, uh, anywhere between 100 and 200 feet, it starts to get tough there. I gotta stop.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me one day. We went to see the eye doctor, I think it was. And anyway, the person was driving had to park quite a ways away. And me, I like running. You know, I've run all my life. I don't walk too much. I always run, and that's a bad habit with the walker. So, so I was quite a ways away, and you know what? The upper muscles in my shoulders and that in my back bothered me for about 3 weeks after that, because you know, the person that was driving me asked me, you know, is that, you know, you gonna be okay? And I said, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Anyway, so you gotta watch you don't overdo it or go too fast, because I was actually putting too much weight on my upper body, I guess, and well, not running, but almost running. So, but that's the way I am. I remember field day about 6 years ago. I was at field day with the walker, no kidding, and went over the rough ground, and the one walker that I had, came from Canadian Tire, very light, very small wheels, and boy, oh boy, I nearly went tossed over, like I nearly went for a spin there with a couple of times because I was going too fast. Anyway, but that's the way it goes, and that's my back problems with the pinched nerve. I had the pinched nerve. At least I don't have that anymore, knock on wood. And anyway, so yeah, you'll get used to it, and it'll be a good thing for you eventually. So anyway, so all the best for that. Anyway, okay, I'm going to make a call here again, and what time is it going to be? Oh, we got 8 minutes left. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike for the Transprovincial Net. Anybody, anywhere, if you can hear us, go, and if we have a break in the air, then answering back there, Chuck. Anyway, VA3CJZ, I'm looking for check-ins on the Transprovincial Net. I keep going back to my local antenna, and I haven't heard Marty or anybody from the Warplane yet there. Have you had anything in the chat box there, Chuck? Over?
Well, Rick, the last message I got from Marty was that the receive and transmit indicator shows that he is transmitting, but the power meter shows nothing going out. So I asked him if he could increase the power from his end, and he hasn't gotten back to me. So yeah, let's see now. And that's about it. We had Mick from the UK had to say goodbye. He's going to bed. It's evening time there, and he's got to get up really early for work. So I said 7-3 to Mick. It's not Nick, Rick. It's with an M. It's Mick, Mike 7 November Lima Victor. Anyways, yeah. Well, thanks to everyone who stopped by to have a listen, and yeah, I do all kinds of streams. I stream Monday night, Wednesday night, and whenever there's something interesting, I can retransmit. Anyways, Rick, back to you. It's 3:55 p.m. Near the top of the hour.
Roger on that, Chuck, and we got 5 minutes left. So we're looking for any check-ins, even if you're local, it doesn't matter. And we're looking for check-ins on Transprovincial Net. At least there's a few more guys that came in here on this hour. Poor Colin was all by himself there last hour, and I know that can be very disappointing. You think nobody's out there, And last week was great band conditions, and we had a few check in that normally wouldn't have checked in. They're probably just out there spinning the dial and listening, but we had Dave on there with the special event call sign for the World Cup, and that helped out tremendous, bringing up our numbers, I guess. Not that I really care about the numbers, but it's always nice when somebody gets in there. Yeah, and I was surprised to hear about Barry Oley. Yeah, you won't take life for granted. Everybody takes life for granted, and we're gonna live forever. No, we're not. Yeah, anyway, and I still think I'm 25. but my body tells me I'm not there, Chuck. So can't do
Yeah,
those tricks that I
absolutely.
used to do on motorcycles and stuff like that. I yeah, it's even hard to hold one up there, Roger.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Rick. Certainly feel the same way. But anyhow, before I forget, I was just thinking, I'm seeing a little bit of activity on the waterfall there, the fish finder, but not as much as usual. So yeah, very quiet on the bands today. Hopefully they'll clear up by this evening. Anyhow, Rick, thanks for doing what you do for the amateur radio community, and I'll be here until someone takes over or you sign off. Thanks again, Rick. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Yeah, okay, Chuck, and yeah, I don't know whether we're going to hear Rick or not. Usually I hear Rick on the SDR, no problem at all. So, I think that's what he's listening to as well. And that's Rick V3 Hotel Victor Alpha. He's on between 4 and 5, and he's been doing Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 for something like 8 years. So, it's pretty good. The odd time he's a little bit late, coming on the 4 o'clock hour, but he usually does errands around on Thursday afternoon. So, anyway, sometimes they interfere, and he's been late here before. So, no problem. We usually go over a little bit and see if he shows up. And we got 2 minutes left on this net. Let's see if anybody else is out there. You want to join the TP net, feel free. Please go now. Oh, I'm getting static crashes again now. So anyway, your waterfall's picking up. That is good. And anyway, I can't really see anything on the scope yet. Usually I get a few blips here and there, but when I transmit, of course, everything goes away except for my blip. Anyway, and with the noise level being high, you don't see them. When I go to other bands like 20 or 15 or 10 or whatever, then usually even a little minor blip, if you go and try and tune it, you can usually hear somebody. And that was amazing on Monday night. That was amazing. That fella came in from Arkansas on 10 meters, and they had no signal, but we could hear him. That was fantastic. And it's just I couldn't hear him good enough there all the time. He was up and down on the 10-meter band. So that was something unusual. And I heard that 10 meters had been open occasionally during the week. So anyway, hopefully we'll hope for the best when conditions improve. But we're not on the up slope or on the down slope of this cycle, so we can't expect really fantastic conditions. But they might happen. You never know. Anyway, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for check-ins on Transprovincial Net. Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now. Okay, I just noticed we're at the top of the hour, and so we got Rick in Ottawa. It's going to be picking it up. Victor Echo 3 Hotel Victor Alpha. Rick in Ottawa is going to pick it up once he comes on board, and I don't know if he's going to hear me or not. He probably will hear me. I can hear myself on the SDR, and I think that's the one he uses too. So this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, and Rick in Ottawa, are you there? Okay, Rick's not there yet, and so the YouTube fans, thanks for being there, and Mick there, I think you said he was in Ireland, I'm not sure. He's in the UK anyway.
Yeah.
And, yeah, don't forget they're 4 hours, right at the moment, they're 4 hours ahead of us. They're the UTC, or the Greenwich Mean Time. So, you know, it was 1900 when we started, it's 2000 now, and that means later on for them guys. And anyway, yeah, the time zones, I have a special clock to show me time zones in different parts of the world, and but I haven't used it for a while. Anyway, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're waiting for Rick to come on board from Ottawa, and Rick, if you're there, let us know. VA3 Hotel Victor Alpha, are you there? VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. I'm not hearing anything. There, we'll wait for a couple more minutes and see if he shows up. Anyway, band conditions here in Hamilton, the noise level has just suddenly has increased over the years. The noise on the low bands. So at night, though, it's still very useful, and in the wee hours in the morning. Now, today it didn't work. Colin said that his signals were way down, and he couldn't hear everybody first thing this morning. So it all depends on propagation. Anyway, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're waiting for VE3 Hotel Victor Alpha to take over. And Rick, if you're in there, let us know. VE3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Echo 3 Whiskey is good. I'll put you in my log there, Bill. Anyway, good to hear you. And I haven't heard Rick at all there, so V3 Whiskey is good from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Sounds like they're there now, Chuck. I'm not hearing them too well at all. Okay, so we're clear. VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike 73. Anybody that can hear me still? VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Hey Rick, I got a last minute check-in for you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got Carol on the YouTube stream, Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Hotel Uniform. She's with the West Hamilton United soccer team.
Roger, yes, we know Carol. We know Carol very well. Anyway, and I've been watching, I've been watching soccer a little bit there, Carol. Anyway, she's on the YouTube stream, probably in the radio room right at the moment. And Carol, if you're in the radio room, let Chuck know there, over.
Well, Rick, she's using Marty's YouTube account there. I thought it was Marty that was typing at first, and she was saying she wanted to get one. And I thought it was Marty saying that. She goes, "It's not Marty, it's Carol." And Carol is saying hello from the radio room to Rick, VE3BK. Back to you, Rick.
Yeah, okay, Carol, you're probably listening, and thanks for that. And I heard them guys, I heard whiskey is good, and but I guess he's not hearing me, and then I heard Rick very, very faint. So we better get off here. Anyway, 73, thanks for doing it there, Chuck. and we're going to clear up here. Hello to everybody in the radio room, and I hope that radio is okay on the remote. So 73 for now from VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Okay. And 73 from Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Until next time, 7-3.